Plus, on making a salty peach dessert.
I feel like I'm giving a briefing right now. All right.
And don't forget, at the end,
are there any questions?
There you go. Perfect. You are ready.
Hello, Spartans. Tonight we are going to be making everyone's favorite MRE, peach dessert, salty. And this will be made by hand, not coming out of the can, so it won't taste like shit.
Question.
Yes.
How much can I participate?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like an official briefing.
We're making.
Can I preface all of this with a question?
For ingredients: handful of peaches, a stick and a half of butter, vanilla extract, baking powder. Yeah, that's baking powder. Salt, brown sugar, flour, and some milk. And then for garnishing, we're going to use some pink rock salt and some panko breadcrumbs. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's going to heat up in the background while we do the rest of the work up here. I put our 9x11 pan in the oven so that it can heat up. We're going to have to melt an entire stick of butter in that later. So first start by cutting up your peaches into slices. I've never sliced a peach before.
That's evident.
What did you do with my bowl?
I didn't move your bowl.
I already did.
Oh, that's the bowl.
It's peaches, as long as you have it in slices. No one's going to be coming out to inspect how thin of a slice this is. You're doing plenty of cooking. Fine. Fun is required.
Fun is required?
You are required to have fun.
Oh.
This is a fun activity. I feel like this is way more than 4 cups.
Yeah, it's probably more than 4 cups.
Oh. Starting with the peach sauce. So we're going to need that half stick of butter. Now that the peaches are cut, go ahead and get yourself out a large pan and heat it onto medium-high heat, since we're going to have to be melting a lot of sugar to make a caramel. Beautiful. So 1 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of water. Once the butter is melted in the pan, 1 cup brown sugar, 1/4 cup of water, and then you'll add a pinch of salt. Mix all of this in with the butter. And a pinch of salt. We use big pinches. You're going to be mixing all of this together until it is a smooth and even consistency, and make sure that the sugar starts to melt. And once everything's mixed together, you're going to let it boil slightly, small bubbles. It's going to get thick and start to form into a caramel. Yeah, so it's bubbling now. Bubbling now, and it's smooth and liquidy. It's time to add in the peaches. This is going to be a nightmare. You can at least help film the disaster. So that'll cook for about 15-20 minutes until the sauce gets thick and the peaches get reduced.
Damn, son, she thick.
Yeah, you know it's good when the peaches are sizzly and tender and all of the caramel has started to set. Take that off the heat so it doesn't overcook. Now we're going to make the batter. 1.5 cups of flour. We're gonna measure once and cook twice here.
Good enough for government work.
It's good enough for government work. That is exactly what you want to hear from the defenders of humanity. 2 teaspoons baking powder. Teaspoons. TSP.
2 TSP.
All right. Make sure to use baking powder and not blasting powder. You will get a much different result. Don't ask how I know this.
Oh, that's where those fingers went.
That's where those fingers went. No, that's where I got those fingers.
Ah. New and improved?
I would say slightly used. 1/2 teaspoon.
Good enough.
Okay.
You're getting salty on me.
That's the point of this. Right, okay. Don't bother measuring it, so.
Must be enough.
Enough.
Not
How much
too
is
much.
enough?
Not too little, not too much.
Enough is not
Enough
a
is
measurement.
Enough is enough.
You can't do enough in chemistry. This is.
Maybe this is why I don't bake.
1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon vanilla equals about a dash.
Yep.
Straight from the cow thing. 1.5 cups. Don't overmix it, but make sure it gets to a smooth and homogeneous mixture. It seems like this should be going better than it is. But I don't know
It should be going
how much of that is in my
it should be
head.
going better than it is. Am I fired? Can I please, God, be fired finally?
You can be fired and then rehired at a lower position. How about that?
That looks nice. It looks nice.
Good.
Ugh. Raw batter.
Well, there's no eggs in this.
No, but it's still just uncooked milk and flour.
Uncooked milk. Oh no. Could you imagine if we had uncooked milk? Slightly lumpy, mostly smooth. Oh, I got some on my face.
I'm not looking it off.
We're going to take our pan out of the oven, melt this entire stick of butter in it. The entire stick of butter. I think these butter containers were designed for fingernails.
Designed for humans.
If this conflict ever resolves peacefully, we're going to have to put product placements on things like that.
The diversity training is going to get so much longer.
This butter melting process might take a while. Once the butter is melted into the bottom of your thing, go ahead and take this and pour that on top. Once the batter is in the tray, then you spoon the peaches. What? Are you looking at my sponge again?
You said gently spoon the peaches, but at the same time you said spoon, I read sponge, and I heard gently sponge.
You want me to gently spotch the peaches, Natasha?
Sponge. Please. Okay, sorry.
Okay. You're maintaining a level of professionalism here.
Composure, yes.
Okay. Once the batter is in, then you gently spoon the peaches on top and do not mix it in.
What are you giggling about there, Spartan?
Did they teach you how to spoon in the Navy? You want to make sure that everything is as evenly distributed as you can get. Now you're going to pop this bad boy in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. Once the timer is ready, you should have a tray full of some golden brown dough. It will have risen up, be a little bit bubbly. Here we go. A delicious fresh batch of our favorite salty peach dessert. You can take some breadcrumbs and sprinkle it over top for some extra crunch. Then garnish it with your fancy rock salt. And it's ready to go. Just serve it up in whatever portions you deem appropriate for your crew. Well, I'm assuming you want a spoon. You're using chopsticks. Okay. So, what do you think? How?
Hot.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
Salty? Very peachy.
Yeah, of course it's peachy.
And definitely dessert.
Well, there we go. We've hit all three things. Salt actually helps to bring out the flavor.
It's glistening.
Maybe the R&D department wasn't so crazy after all.
And here we talk shit on them for so many years.
I mean, to be fair, you put any food in a metal bag, and it's not going to be great. But this is fresh, and it is delicious. All right, well, yeah, I think that's a wrap. Until we eat again, Spartans. Is it big enough?
We're professional humans.